Bob Brown, the Green leader, is on the tally room floor. We're just going to cross quickly to him.
We will use it to look after farmlands in Australia. The National Party got 4% of the vote tonight. We got 12% of the vote. So it's a very, very wonderful. I might add, on a vote-for-vote basis, the Greens on 12% would be having 17 seats in the lower house. And it's time we move to proportional representation so that everybody's vote is equal in this country. One person, one vote, one value. I thank the people of Australia. I congratulate both the coalition team with Mr Abbott and the Labor team with Prime Minister Gillard. I congratulate all candidates and all parties who took part. I also want to, while she's taken Gary Humphries below a quota, Lynn Hatfield-Dodds is certainly now a very outside chance in the Senate, but she's just won the biggest state or provincial Greens vote anywhere in the world, topping the Belgian Flemish Greens for the biggest vote in anywhere in the world. A great result for Lynn Hatfield-Dodds, and we'll take that seat in the ACT next time round.
What do you think about the possibility of a hung parliament? Is that encouraging for the Greens?
Well, I think that good government's what's encouraging, and the Australian people may have the Greens involved in that situation, and we'll deliver a good result out of it. Our job is to keep governments accountable, as well as to get a better dividend. We did that in the last period of government. We'll do it in the next one.
Does this put climate change right back on the agenda?
It's clear the Greens will have the balance of power in the Senate. We'll use that responsibly and to make whoever's government more accountable. Now, what happens in the House of Representatives is just in the hands of the voters and those late votes coming in. The bushwalkers vote, by the way, always comes in well for the Greens, those postal votes coming from overseas and people are absentee. So factor that in, but we'll wait and see. We have a great experience in the balance of power. The Greens more than any other party, so we'll put that to good use, and I assure the people of Australia every vote that's gone to the Greens will be valued. And as Adam Bandt said tonight, we'll be looking to the whole of electorate of Australia when we make decisions, both about the issues as they come up, but about the makeup of the next government if that becomes necessary. The swing to the Greens is because we held firm on the mining tax to help fund education. Because we want to put a carbon levy not onto the taxpayers as the big parties would, but onto the polluters. We want to, and let me not forget this one, it was a huge issue in the electorate. We want to end the discrimination against same-sex couples in marriage. And so that everybody who loves each other, as Adam said, may be able to marry if they wish to without discrimination in this wonderful country of ours. We'll help drag both the big parties, one in government, one in opposition, into the 21st century for Australia.
There's a lot of between the two major parties.
There was increasing disillusion, but people also loved what we Greens were saying, what Sarah had to say about compassion to asylum seekers. What Christine had to say about a carbon tax, what Rachel was doing in getting flexible work hours for parents of disabled children, what Scott was doing in ensuring we get a national broadband network. I do think if the coalition doesn't win government, it'll be because of national broadband networks. People in Australia do want to be in the 21st century, for goodness sake.
Bob Brown, what do you say to the people who voted for the Green side?
Victoria. What are the other three seats?
We, according to the computers, will win a Senate seat in each state. Early days in Western Australia, but Rachel Seward will get back in Western Australia.
What do you say to the people who voted for the Green side?
I say to everybody who voted Green today, thank you. You've really made your vote powerful. You really will have a voice in the greening of Australia, which is good for the economy, good for our society, good for lifestyle, and good for the generations coming after us. And I'll give you this commitment. We'll measure everything in this Parliament by the security of this nation's future. And on a general dictum, if it's good for our grandchildren, it's good for us. That's a pretty good rule in politics. And for a party that's looking at building this nation with high-speed rail, light rail in our cities, securing our farmlands, renewable energy, protecting our forests, looking after those marine reserves, which we're committed to assure the future of fishing and marine ecosystems, and education and health in this country, voting Green today was the most powerful vote in Australia. So those who had that wisdom, I congratulate you. For those who thought about it, next time, you'll see the Greens will give you a good dividend this time.